Hey, you there.
Let me play it.
Where's your crown? You didn't leave the house without your crown, did you?
Happy Fruitful Friday. It's our Thankful Thursday episode. We was a little busy yesterday, so happy Fruitful Friday. Miss Pritzy, how you doing today?
Oh, it has been a day, literally. Like, it's been a crazy day, but you know what? I ain't complaining. I'm blessed. I'm here. It
Yeah,
is what it is.
yeah. Live to see another day. Live to see another day. Always,
Man,
always a different day.
I'm telling you, today has been one of them days where you're just like, well, what the fuck else is going to happen? Man, it just feels
Yeah.
like, man, you just be sitting there like, okay, now what else is going to happen?
Just need some sage. Just sage everything. That's it. I
I
don't know if
got
it's.
my weed. I got my weed. It
Oh,
makes go away. It makes it
you crazy.
just a little bit.
A
You
little
know,
bit, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about the little bit, but we'll let you leave it to
and I
that.
got I got some wine too.
Mm, mm-mm.
I told you
Um,
I'm cutting back on my drinking, so I got me some wine in my cup.
in a red cup at that. That's even worse.
Don't be hating on my red cup.
Somebody clocked down. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Fruitful Friday. Good way to start off the weekend. We finally getting some warmer weather. It's not warm, but it was snowing and freezing the last couple of days. So it's always good. This month, last month we did Black History Month and highlighted all black, the black business owners, people we knew, people we didn't like really know that well. And this month is Women's HerStory Month, so we want to highlight and get some women on here that we might know about or we might want to learn more about. And, and today is what? Happy International Women's Day. So
It is.
yeah, so that's good. I'm glad we got a month to celebrate us because it seemed like it just women bashing, women getting bashed by men, women getting bashed by women, just like not showing us too much positive stuff. So this is what we here for. There, we gonna do it. We'll do it ourselves. Um,
I like
how
that it
about you?
comes after Black History Month. I like
Mhm.
that. I like that it comes
Yeah.
after Black History Month. We go into Women's History Month like that. I think that's beautiful. I was looking up and I was like looking at the definition of Her Story Month,
Mm.
and I'm like, which is just weird. Like the definition for it is history viewed from a woman's perspective or a feminist perspective.
Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I like that. And often we as women, black women, just women period, we get stereotyped, we get put in a certain box. We don't get as much light shed on us as other things and other people. So I feel it's better that we tell our own stories and we celebrate our own selves because who can celebrate us like we can celebrate us? Nobody can.
Exactly.
No, they often put us in boxes and put us in gender roles and roles that nobody asked for. It's like who made this up? uh, One of the women we want to highlight today is Maya Angelou, actor, writer, poet, um, activist, actress. I know Rosie Bed Lover, Maya Angelou.
I love me some Maya Angelou. That's why I felt like kicking off this month with her, like highlighting such a positive wonderful woman was the best way to kick the month off is by highlighting her. Why not start this month off with her? Cause she, she opened so many doors and led the way for so many women. So why not?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if I knew she was an Aries, but she an Aries. She was an Aries, April 4th, 1928.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay. I kind of see that. I didn't I liked her, but I didn't really too much follow her, and I knew her story, like some of her story. That she got raped at 7. Her mama's boyfriend raped her at 7 years old, and she stopped talking for a while. After that, she was so traumatized she didn't speak, and her uncles end up killing the dude. So it's it's either the law gonna do it, the law gonna take you in, or street justice. And we know that the law don't really, they give you a slap on your wrist for stuff like that. So yeah, she lost her voice. She didn't want to speak. She didn't speak for years, and then got pregnant at 16 and grew into her own. Started working to take care of her and her kid. It's always not, never just a bad story. It became who we know as Maya Angelou. That I didn't even know that wasn't her real name. That she was
Hmm.
born Marjorie Ann Johnson. So in what, North Carolina, Winston Salem, Winston, North Carolina. I
Yeah.
wrote it down on this somewhere. And what you want to say about her? I know you love her.
Oh, I absolutely love her. She was mute when you talk about how like she was raped and she was mute for a few years. She was mute for 5 years. She didn't speak a
Mm,
word for 5 years because of the
mm,
trauma and everything that she went through. And like you said, like she been through so much, and people, we don't always look back at someone's history. We see and we hear about who they are and what they've become, but not too many people look back at their history. Like her childhood was traumatizing. She went through a
mm,
lot. She was raped, she was pregnant at a young age. Like we was just talking about before the show, she was a sex worker for a few years to raise her child. Like,
mm,
and it's a good story to know because so many people are going through these same things, and you people don't think it's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? You go through
yeah,
these things and you're in the midst of that storm, you're in the midst of whatever you're going through, and you don't see that it's better days coming. Like she's a prime example of better days. Like she came to become a poet, a civil rights activist. She was a memorist. Like, oh my gosh, I love her poems. Like, I've seen some movies, I've read some of her books, but I think all in all, like I just love the poetry she did. Like my favorite poem by her of all time is Phenomenal Woman.
mm,
That'll always be my favorite poem. And then and Still I Rise will be my next one.
mm. I like still I rise. She did that on what? Oh, she recited that at Bill Clinton inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember that. And I learned about her in school, but learned about her in school. It was just like a, crazy story at the time. Couldn't like really understand it, but we can't let our past define our future. So seemed like she was working through it, helping other people around her. Was one of the first black females to produce a screenplay in 1972 called Georgia, Georgia. I didn't even know that. So it's always good when you looking up stuff and researching stuff for the show. You learn more stuff. And then I got her in this book. It's called, I think I showed a picture out of here before too last month, The Fierce 44. I don't
Oh
know if
yeah.
y'all can see it. Black Americans who shook up the world. And she was in there. I figured she was. She was in there, writer, activist, because she rose to greatness despite cruel hardships. So, yeah, Strong Black woman. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Fruitful Friday.
Thank you, thank you. You know, we missing our other half tonight.
Yeah.
April couldn't be here. She had to, so we miss her. We're gonna miss her on tonight's show, but we want to give a shout out to her.
Yep. Always. She'll be back. She'll be back next week. Gotta handle her business.
Gotta stay in your bag.
Mhm. It don't be feeling the same without her here, but she's here with us.
She's here in
How
spirit.
do you? Yeah. Do you think Maya Angelou changed anything? Had any kind of like impact on our generation, or just women in period, or the Black generation, or Black people? Do you think she made an impact or a change?
Definitely, like when you hear people talking about black, especially black women in their self, Maya Angelou is always a topic of discussion. She's always going to be one person that I don't care what group you in, she's always going to be one of the people you mention when you talk about women's history. She done so much, and like just her poems, like I said, her poem "A Phenomenal Woman," like it's recited in so much stuff. Everybody talks about that song from our generation down. Like I've went to schools and I've
Mhm.
seen like when I went to Sydney's Black History Month, um what you call it, the fuck is that thing called, um ceremony. My dad did one of her poems.
Yeah.
They came into her sing like reciting her poem with their hands up. So like like if
Oh,
come from our generation, and the thing is like like you said how you found out so much stuff by researching her, because when you're looking at history and we get Black History Month, we're taught history, but it's watered down history. It's not always like full history. It's watered down to what they want you to know, not what you need to know, but it's gonna be watered down to what they want you to know. You have to do your own research when you want to know something, when you want to know the truth, when you really want to know, you have to do your own research. You have to go through the books. You have to go through the internet. You have to go through these things to figure it out. Because you ain't gonna get the real history from no textbook or no classroom.
nope. And they not. And then they're at the same time while we're researching. TikTok is like the new Google, YouTube, TikTok. Them is the things that we go to now to get information. We don't have encyclopedias, or we do, but encyclopedias and all that is like a thing of the past. Our phones is our encyclopedias now. So, um, like you said, everything is changed to other people's narrative, not ours. And they're taking books from us. They're taking our history from us. We only get 1 month, and it's the shortest month of the year. Other than like, it's still the shortest month, even after leap year. So, um, just glad that we celebrate being black history all year. Not It's not just a month for us. It's not just a day for us. It don't stop after February 28th, February 29th, certain years. And I'm glad she was influential. I forget about Phenomenal One. I'm like, that's in everything. Poetic justice and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. So, um I used to love Black History Month in school. If I didn't like nothing else for school, I wanted American government. I wanted political science classes, English, depending on what we learning. Black History Month, because that was the month we got highlighted. But like you said, it's to their narration, to what they wanted to be. So I'm glad we could look Google and look stuff up, because there's a lot of stuff I didn't know, and I'm like, oh, didn't know she was. I think I knew she was an Aries, but who knows? And she did. I feel like she did a lot for us, and being in 1928 and passing in 2014, she done seen a lot. Seen a
Exactly.
lot, been through a lot, stuff changing, going forward, still going backwards. We still fighting for equal rights, still fighting for women rights, productive rights. It's like I feel a man shouldn't be able to tell a woman what we can do with our body. You should be able to tell us what we can do from having babies, from having this. So um stereotypes, that's another thing. They stereotype us. Women, black people, period. We just get stereotyped and it can be dangerous. Especially if we're not fitting into if everybody don't fit into one stereotype. You can't fit us
Mm-hmm.
all in one thing. So I don't
It's,
know.
I don't think that's something we ever. The thing is, for me, like I see a lot more black people stereotyping more black people, and that's crazy. That's crazy for me. You see more black people going against black people. We don't have to worry about the other people hitting us. You see, like we're not united at all. We're so busy beating each other down. Like like we always talk about like the Megan Thee Stallion stuff. And I see more women, especially like after she got into it with Nicki, after that all that stuff with Nicki Minaj, you see
Mm-hmm.
more women berating her than anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like women want to, oh well, she was doing this and she was sleeping with this person and she was doing this and like that doesn't like. Why does that matter what a person is doing with their body? Why does it matter? That doesn't mean because whatever I'm doing with my body deserves for me to be shot and ridiculed and talked about and berated. Like instead of trying to, and it's so many women that's going through it. Instead of trying to stand together, you want to down talk and you want to beat the other one down.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need it where we come together and we talk about each other, we uplift each other because so many people be going through their own things and they need somebody to tell them that it's gonna be okay or it's gonna be better days or a hug, a laugh. Like you never know. Like Clarissa, all the time. Like I see her on Facebook and she be going through stuff, and I send her like a text message, like just like an affirmation, like a daily affirmation, and she be like, "Man, you don't understand how much I appreciate it." Because sometimes I like to wake up and think about somebody and decide I'm gonna send this person a text message because they came across my mind. We don't realize like how much people need that on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people tend to judge people off of what they see on social media. Everybody don't put their personal business on social media. And just because they post a post up there on social media don't mean that's what they're going through. People automatically
Mhm.
think, oh, she posted this, that's what she going through. No, it's a funny post and it's social media, and that's what social media should be for. Funny, not for you to post something about your life and then you get bullied because you posted something about your life. It says what's on your mind. And I used to feel like when I see stuff I didn't like or I didn't agree with, I wanted to get on there and debate with them. Everybody don't deserve a debate. It says what's on your mind. If you can't write what's on your mind on your page without somebody wanting to debate you, argue with you because they don't agree with it, I just erase them. If I don't agree with what you write on your page and what you post on your page, that don't mean I don't like you. That don't mean I'm funking with you. That mean I just don't align with that. And everybody don't need to be debated with. I
Right.
like to debate, but I don't feel like I need to debate with everybody. You can post what you want, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna erase you. But that don't mean I hate you. I want to fight you, or we funking, or we got beef. It just mean that I don't want to see that. Like when the stuff happened with Diddy and Cassie, um, it was so much like people putting emphasis on her coming out now, her doing this. I'm like, yeah, but it's also the people that was around her because now everybody's coming out about it. But we've been hearing about it for years. How long
Hmm.
how long has it been going on? We've been hearing about it for years. We can't do nothing about it. We ain't celebrities and we ain't like that. But now everybody got a say so about it. Why y'all done been say something about it? A couple people made songs about it, like we need to get Cassie, let's get save Cassie from Diddy, snatch Cassie from Diddy, but it was a running joke. And then I just erase people because I'm not going to argue with you about why she came out, but this is reason why women don't come out about what's going on because they gonna give you a slap on the wrist or you don't get nothing done. So yeah, that's why a lot of women don't, or a lot of people don't come out. You don't want to get talked about. You don't want to get, oh, you shouldn't have wore this. You shouldn't have been out this late. No, I can do what I want to. That don't give somebody right to shoot me, violate me, me, do whatever they want to because I'm dressing. I could, you don't know, I might get on a short skirt, not me particularly. I might get on a skirt because I'm hot and I get hot. So that don't mean that, yeah, that don't mean that I want something, I want something to happen to me. So,
Right.
um, feel like it's not even like a race thing anymore at this point. It still is, but it seems like it's just women against men at this point. And everybody, the Trump era, everybody seemed like they just showed they true colors. You can support who you want, but that mean I can do what I want. I don't have to be your friend. I don't have to support you or anything. So
It's crazy. Women are the giver of life. We give life. We give, we reproduce. We make the world go round. And we're
mm,
like the most hated. And it's not just black women, it's all women. Like it's like when you're like you get paid less, you're looked down up, you're frowned upon because you're a woman, and then don't add being a black woman, and then we're black lesbian women. You know what I'm saying? So then you have all these things that are against you from just being a woman. But this same person, this same we are same people that are the giver of life. We gave you life. We give life. We give, we do so much, but we're like so hated, and it's crazy, especially by men. Like you said, like that Diddy and Cat, like that Diddy and Cassie shit. Like people knew for years what he was doing to her, and she wasn't the first person he was doing it to. They wonder why she came out now. She came out when she felt like she was safe to come out, when she felt good about coming out and telling her history, so that the next person don't have to go through that. Kim Porter went through it. She went through it. J Lo went through it. She opened up the door so that the next person, before they decide to get in a situation with them, they gonna think twice. Or if
mm,
the next time they run into a man like Kim, they're gonna think twice about it. It's crazy that we're in a society where people don't love where we don't love our women. And then we're making babies, and we're making these little girls, and you don't respect the women. You don't respect your moms, you don't respect your girlfriends, your wives, or whoever else. And it's just sad. It's like a revolving door. It's just gonna keep
yeah,
going, going, and going.
yeah. Ooh, Um, going back to women versus men versus women. If we could give a message to the man, like speaking to your younger self, your older self, or right now, what message would you want to give men about women if you had to tell them?
I don't know if I would exactly have a message for men. I would have more of a message for women. Just love yourself. I think that's where it really started at. A lot of people don't love ourselves. A lot of people are raised to believe you have to grow up and you get married, you have kids, but we're not being taught to love ourselves foremost. If you
Mhm,
love yourself, it's a lot of stuff that you're not going to accept because you're going to love yourself. You know what it's like to be loved, and you know what to expect. And then like with men, I would say like love on your kids, especially the little girls, because these little girls are growing up and they're getting into these situations because they didn't know better. They wasn't loved by their fathers. So then they grow up and they're finding love in crazy places.
mhm,
I'm thankful that our daddy was there our whole life, regardless of the split between him and mama, like he was there for us the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So we were taught what it was to be loved. But even if we decided we didn't want to be men, we knew what love was.
mhm. No, yeah. And we come from not to dig on nobody else. We come from a family with men that take care of their kids, not talking about anybody that take care of their kids, take care of other people's kids, their nieces and nephews. They are listening ear, gonna put the smack down and make sure you on the right track if they can and when they can. So um, and the boys need just as much love and affirmations and confirmation as well. They going through whatever they going through. It we don't know they struggle. They're men, so we can't tell a man how to be a man, and a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. But that just seems what the world is right now. We ain't gonna have. They asking, oh, when y'all think y'all have a woman's president or a black woman's president? I said, I don't think we gonna see one in our lifetime. We not. It wouldn't be no wars. It wouldn't be no fighting. It wouldn't be none of that crazy stuff going on right now. But that's how
Mm-hmm.
people make their money. Don't strike the channel, YouTube. That's how people. That's how people make their money, and that's what makes the world go round. So, um, yeah, politics is just like the women. Dang, did I write that down? It's somewhere on here. Women couldn't vote in all states until 1920,
Mm-hmm.
and we still fighting to be able to vote because the act passed or like it whatever. And then I think we have to make sure we can still vote because it was coming up to where we didn't have to be able to vote no more. I thought I wrote that down. And then the pay gap, we still got a big pay gap that everybody's fighting about. Movies, everything. The man was what paid. Equal Pay Act started in 1963 when women earned just 59 cents for every dollar man earned. And it's only 78 to this now it's like 78 cents to every dollar the man earned. But we gonna always get worked harder, looked at harder. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so why we gotta work hard. I don't get why that we still have a pay gap and a big pay gap. That's like 30 cents more, 22 cents less than men.
They always, I don't know, like they always look at them as like the stronger breed. They can do more. They're more tougher. They're this, they're that. They don't feel like women and men can be equal. You know what I'm saying? I I know plenty of women that get out there and work harder than men,
Hmm.
but it's never gonna matter. And like I agree with you. We ain't gonna see no women. No, we might see a woman's president if we're lucky, but we're definitely not gonna see no black woman president. We looked up on a black male president.
And that was, and he had a hard time, a hard time. He came in that thing looking young and left out of that thing looking old with gray hair. It, sometimes that stuff, I don't know, was getting death threats and all kind of stuff for less than what Trump was doing, and Trump's still running, still on the ballot in some states. They was
How
out
the hell you can?
here.
Mm-mm.
They
Going to
went
say
to
what you want to say?
was trying to vote out here. They went to vote out here, and he wasn't on the ballot, so they was mad. Some states he on the ballot, some states he not. He shouldn't even be able to run. If that was Barack Obama, he wouldn't be able to even run after all the stuff he did. And no, we don't want him as a president, but we don't want Biden as a president either. So it's like we
Man,
gotta pick trying to write myself in. Shoot, that last couple of years, Kanye was what? Kanye had like 50,000 votes. Mickey Mouse had like 1 million votes. Y'all just write yourself in at this point, because who who is running now? Trump is leading in the states that he is on the ballot. He is leading them states.
yes,
So
he is.
it's like I don't want to go back to him. That was crazy. I would think we wouldn't be. I think we wouldn't be in war though if he was still president. That's the only thing I could say about him. I think we wouldn't be in war right now or fighting the war, almost going to war, whatever is going on. If he,
We'll still be getting we'll still be getting them checks if he was here.
man, they snatched them checks about 3 times back already. They done been snatched them checks back. They're like, we just gonna raise the rent. We just gonna raise the food. We gonna raise everything y'all want, everything y'all need to live off of. We just gonna raise that. They didn't got that money back. He ain't giving us no more money. We appreciate we appreciate it. About the only thing you did good, but they didn't men took that shit back. Gas, food, and rent. That's it. That's all they needed.
especially gas.
Food is so high right now, and we vegan, so that's even worse. Happy Fruitful Friday, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Happy Women's Her Story Month. Today is actually Happy International Women's Day.
And
So,
I got a woman on my sweater. I got her. Can you see it? Her is on my sweater.
hey, I love her. I thought that was her. I
Hmm.
love her. HER. But we'll be highlighting women all month. If y'all know anybody that want to come on, talk about their story, just come on and talk. Or if y'all watching want to come on and talk. And for everyone that can tell us um, a question, something, a fact about Maya Angelou that you didn't know that we talked about on this show. You could get 10% off our women's Her Story merch. It's the Afro. They got words etched in it. Dope. It got dope, beautiful, intellectual, influential, all that in it. So it come in all colors, sizes from kids, kid sizes, youth sizes, and adult sizes, small to 4X's. So 10% off. And if y'all know anybody, again, if y'all know anybody that wants to be on, hit us up. Missing APZ, she's not on here tonight, but she will be back next week. Next, our first guest will be next week, 5:30 Thursday. So
Hopefully.
with somebody on here or not, we cover those. Won't never. We we don't need nobody to come. We don't need no party to party. So
You know, I'm
um,
a vibe. I could get on here and turn up on my own. I don't need nobody.
not a vibe,
I'm a whole vibe.
crazy vibe, a whole crazy vibe.
But it's a vibe regardless.
What was that?
It's fun on this roller coaster ride, okay? It's fun on this roller coaster ride.
um, women. What I just thought it. Women in popular media is they represent. Do you feel like they represent us correctly or misrepresent us, or a little bit of both?
I feel like I could definitely say both. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody have different style. You know, like you have like the conservative women that are spoken. We have the activists. We have our comedians. We have our ratchets. And I feel like that's everybody. Like, depending on, man, you're different people. You're a different person with different people. You're a different person with different people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm at work, I'm conservative, sweet, whatever. On here, oh, shit, I'm getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to Vegas next week. I'm gonna be turned up and ratchet. So you get different. Every person, you get different size of them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Uh,
But you know, like I feel like it's not. You're not misrepresenting somebody. You representing who you are.
yeah, yeah. And everybody don't need certain energy from you anyway. So yeah. I feel the same. Some people like conservative, some people like ratchet, some people like turd, some people depends, like you said, it depends on who it is. Everybody sees everything different. I'm
Hmm.
from Oakland, so I like it all. We done grew up around all kinds, so we done grew up around all kind of stuff and all kind of people. So ain't no, as long as you ain't hurting yourself and you living your life and being happy and doing what you want, life is short. Do it, do what you want, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. And I feel like we also just doing it like women this year, last couple of years is just doing what they want, everything, running businesses while taking care of their kids, taking care of their family, speaking out, just representing. So not feel like we're getting back to being us and being more positive. Just the women. I'm not too sure about the men, but I know for sure the women. I feel like we're running businesses and standing on business. What's up, Moray? Her story. Salute, salute, Moray.
What's up, Mo Ray? What up? What
Thank
up?
you for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Fruitful Friday. Me and Miss Pritzy celebrating women this month for Women's Her Story Month. It's Happy International Women's Day. It just felt like we should get on here and talk about women this month. We have Black History Month. Every month we might try to do a theme. That's fun. Keep stuff going with what's going on in the month. And three women, three black women with strong minds, leadership, running their businesses, and yeah. What's the best platform than us to be on the talk? Y'all gonna get out here, talk funny, act crazy, act funny, and
Smoke a blunt.
drink some H2O. I got it from my job yesterday. So what was
I
another
don't know
one?
about the
Yeah.
H2O.
Yeah, I'd be having to make mine. We need it though. I'd be having to make myself drink. We only drink water when it's hot. We know it's mandatory to drink water when it's hot, but we get just as dehydrated when it's cold. You still gotta drink water. I hate it, but gotta drink it. Gotta drink it. Got to drink it. What's some of the biggest? Do you think some of the biggest challenges we face, women face today, and how would it change the next I say next 10 to 15 years?
I think I would definitely say loving ourselves. You don't
Mm,
see you see so many people that's trying to live up to what society tell you that you're supposed to be, your size, your color, what you're supposed to be doing with your life and things like that. But you see so many more women, like people are going on spiritual journeys, they're going on healing journeys. Like I've been on it this last year, I've been on a healing journey. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like that was really empowering. I've learned a lot of stuff about myself from being on this journey. You know, I took myself on a healing journey. I want to go through a spiritual journey. Like I feel like, you know, these are things that's growth. And
mm,
as we love ourselves and we find ourselves and we do more for ourselves, you will see that like now you seeing, like you said, more women are speaking out. Like Taraji P. Henson speaking out about how she was treated by another black woman. You know, like things like that. Like just really just finding ourselves and loving ourselves and having positive role models out there is gonna be the
mm.
change we need.
Yeah, and like you said, women runs the world. Women rules the world, and I don't think it wouldn't. I don't think it would be like this if we was in more power. We need to run for more power. You can be what you want, but we need people to the politics. We need doctors. You don't always just have to play sports. That's the box they put us in. You can play sports if you want. I love sports. I played sports all through high school. We all played sports. It was athletic, but do something else. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to go to college. It's okay not to go to college. It's okay to pick up your book. It's cheaper and might be fit into your schedule to just pick up your own book and read and write. I've been trying to start write. I've been trying to write a book for 5 years. I keep starting and stopping. I change the story. I change the narrative, and they like people I know that wrote books and then got published. They just like you just gotta write and however come out, and you edit it. You know, you edit it, write a page a day or a couple of pages a month. And because if I'm waiting for the right time to sit down and write a book, I'm never gonna write. I'm
Mm-hmm.
never gonna sit down and write one. It's never a right time. You just got to do it. So, um, it's just been so many different ideas. I wanted to do like a scary book because I love scary movies. Then I wanted to do like a science fiction book, like it's a like a black power person doing stuff. So it just I don't know what I would write. It's like all over the place. And then I wanted to write like a memoir, but I'm in therapy and I'm trying to do healing, like you said. I'm trying to do healing, so that's just gonna open up like a whole nother can of worms if I do a memoir about the stuff I've been through, my life. So um, I'm trying to get through therapy this year before I try to start a memoir. That's gonna bring up a lot of stuff. So I started what it is too. I started a memoir and I was like, it just you want to know how to start it, you want to know how to write it, and then it brings up old feelings, might bring up old memories, and I don't know if I'm ready for that one yet. I'm still trying to get over all that craziness. So
It might
and
be the way you need to get over it. Sometimes
yeah,
putting your thoughts down on paper is what you need to get through things.
hmm yeah, and as black women need to stop suppressing our feelings. It's okay to be not angry in other people's eyes, but angry in your eyes if it helps you to heal. It's not good to hold on to stuff. Even if you got to write it down, you might not trust nobody to talk to or to tell it to.
Hmm.
Um, but like you said, just write it down to get it out because if not, you'd be angry or whatever. So, no. Oh, I thought somebody was popping on. I
I
was
know
like,
I
what?
do. I do
Huh?
a lot of I do a lot of journaling. I have like journals that I write in daily. I have an affirmation journal. So I have like three different journals, and every journal has its own purpose.
Mm. I can see you writing. I can see you making some journals. So we looked at some too to do writing journals and just publish it because you could make them on like Canva or do them through Amazon. I see a lot of people writing them and then selling them through Amazon, and that's it's a good business. It's a good business to have people having journals and you or like I see the little books that they ask you day to day what you doing and you just write or how you feeling that day or like an activity or
Hmm.
something that day and just have them write through the book instead of just journaling in case people don't just like journaling. But something if you can't afford therapy or you can't afford to get out by the water and just clear your head or walk, it's not that safe to be walking if you're in the bay. So
Right.
um walking or driving. So yeah, just be open to healing and all the craziness that comes with it and the feelings and the back and forth. I'm in therapy, so I feel like this is about one of the best therapists I done had since I've been in therapy. I've been in therapy off of the
Both our phones.
you said going in and out.
Yeah, I said
Which
both our Wi-Fi or something is going in and out.
it must be windy over there out here. It was kind of breezy earlier, but it wasn't windy. Who knows? It's always going out, and I'm on a computer. The computer always does something to me. I'll be like, I'm not getting on my phone. I don't want to. What? Couple questions. Jamila said, three things to be proud of in your lifetime. Or mhm,
Number one for me will be being a mother. Like
mm,
that is one of the things that I'm most proud of. My child gives me the blues. He be something else, but I would have it no other way. Like I love being a mom. That like is it's giving my life purpose. Like I'm raising this human being, and when I like a lot of people. His teacher told me the other day. She said, "I want you to know that I'm proud of you." And it caught me so off guard, and I just smiled. And she said, "No." She said, like I see the effort, I see the time, I see how hard you're trying. You
mm,
know, A lot of people don't know, but I have a disabled son. So every day is an adventure. So, she told me, she's like, I just want you to know that I'm proud of you. Like, I see the mother that you are. And it caught me off guard, but it made my heart smile. Because like that is one of the best thing. That's like one of the things I'm most proud of is being a mother.
Mm-hmm. I love Duty. That's my
The
best friend. Little crazy self. He
little
said,
boy is something else.
he said, TT, I had a good day today. I said, oh, that's good. I said, what you learned? He said, counting backwards. I said, what's wrong with counting backwards? He said, I don't want to do it. I said, yeah, I feel it. I feel it, but practice makes perfect. You just like the video games, you on the video games all day and you want to play it so you could get better and beat the game. You got to do it with learning too.
Mhm.
Got to do it with learning too. You're like, oh, I don't want to do it. I said, it's yeah, it is counting. It's yeah.
And I'm
I hated math. I hated math growing up, and English and writing and science and government and all that was my favorite subject in sports. But math, I get it. He like I like math, but that counting backwards. I'm 45. It's about to be 45, and I hate counting backwards too.
it's
But
confusing for him.
yeah, who really wants to count backwards? It's like when you want me to count backwards from 100 to 1, I don't even want to count forwards from 100 to 1, but I mean 1 to 100. But yeah, school. Yeah, I love him. He
He
funny.
crazy. I'm gonna ship him to you.
Yeah,
Uh,
as long as you know you ain't getting them back, you
that
can.
is totally okay with me. You can
Yeah,
have it. You can have him as long as you're ready to have to buy shoe a size 8. And man, that boy got some big old feet. His feet
he
bigger than
rocking
mine.
it to me.
I
His shoe cost the
I
same
had
price as mine.
yes. I went the other day. I couldn't find some socks. I went in his drawer and I said, "I'm gonna wear a pair of your socks." I can wear this boy's socks and shoes. It's crazy.
Did he tell you you couldn't wear them? Because he used to tell me that. Take that.
He be like, "No, mama, I share with you." He ain't gonna tell me no. He ain't crazy. Um, but another thing that I'm proud of being is definitely a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm beating odds. People look at me as a young black woman from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And you're automatically stereotyped. You're stereotyped to be this person or that person. Like, man, especially I work at a Hilton hotel. Like, that's considered a high end hotel. So when like people speak with me, and then they come to the hotel, and they be like, "Yeah, I spoke to someone named Rosie earlier," and I'm like, "That was me," and they're shocked. So I'm proud to be a black woman. Like I'm beating the odds. Like I love the person that I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. Three things I'm proud of or will be proud of. Being a black woman is one. Growing up, under strong black women, family, both sides, mama, daddy side. Um, growing up under strong black women, our mom, our aunties, grandma, great aunties, all that. Just growing up under them, it was and able to navigate through life, and still having our mom here to help us navigate through life and navigate through together. And being able to have this platform for people that look like us or that don't look like us, to be able to
Mhm.
come on here and tell a story without being judged. Come on here and laugh if you just want to tell jokes and be crazy. It just let loose, no judgment zone. We don't mail bash. We don't mail bash. We tell the truth, but it's not mail bashing. We gonna put that out there. We gonna tell the truth. We gonna tell the truth about women and men. Don't matter their race. We don't. It don't matter their race. So, um, thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Fruitful Friday. Me from Heart and Soul, Miss Pritzy, APZ is not here, but her presence is always missed.
I know
Happy
she probably
with
at
Miss
work
HerStory.
thinking it. You know she probably at
Like,
work thinking about it too.
like they didn't even send a link in the thing. No, you need to work. Work. But Ray said,
Oh,
shout
he
out.
said shout out to your mama.
Yep. Shout out to mom. Love her to death.
She crazy, but I love her to death too.
And another lifetime thing. Proud to be married. Happy to be married. Happy to be married to my soulmate. Um, Relationships, marriages, everything is not always what people want it to be or what people seem to be, but that's part of being married. Growing together, growing separately and then growing together. Just healing and doing what's best for you. Everything for somebody is not for everybody. I don't think I said that right, but I don't think I just messed that up. But yeah,
We get what you mean.
yeah, yeah. Proud to be.
Listen, if you find your person, man, because listen, this dating pool here, people say it got piss in it, it got feces in it at this point. Like
Species though, I don't.
it got feces in it. Like this dating over and you're over like 40 years old. Oh my gosh. Cause it be the way people want to address you, like the things that people think attract them to you. And
Mhm.
I'm really people. I tell you, our people assume that I'm well, and I'm really a big ass nerd. So like the shit that people be wanting to impress me with, be like, really,
It's,
like so, like I had been playing around with like, do I want to get back out there and meet somebody? Like, am I gonna be single? And like, man, listen, I've met some weirdos. I'm just like,
oh,
I've met some weirdos, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this.
it's just good to be friends first, and if it come, it come. But I feel like you said, society and social media make you feel like you need to be in a relationship to feel whole, or you need to be doing this. As long as you breathing, then doing what you want, it's good. You don't have to be married. You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. Not because the society has said it. Do what you want. Be what you want. Be with who you want. Love is love. So I think it's just society make you feel like you need to be in a relationship. If y'all know the dating pool is fucking trash, why even be out there trying to date? I wouldn't even waste my time. We go party, have fun, and whatever leads, well, not me, but whatever leads to that. But
But see, that be the problem. Like I be like just even wanting like people to like go out with and do things. But listen, I be bored. You know what I'm saying? But it be hard to figure to even do that because people be weird. You can't even go out and kick it with people. You start conversating with people and you be like, yeah, nope, I don't want to do this anymore.
in the middle of the conversation, like, how am I about to get out of here? Can somebody call me with
listen,
an emergency or get out of
listen.
school? No.
We need a new shipment of women because these old ones ain't it. These old ones ain't it. Listen, I was talking to this girl, and I'm telling you, I tell people all the time I'm a big ass nerd. Like you have to realize that. And we were conversing, and she would text me stuff, and I'll be reading the text, and the text message was all kind of misspelled words, and shit didn't make sense. And I'm like, did you mean to say yada yada yada? Like it irritated my soul so deeply. Like I don't want to decipher your text message.
Was it the phone? Because my phone be throwing all kind of.
No,
That's not what I tried to
no,
say.
listen. I would have a conversation with her, and she talked like she wrote, so it didn't make it no better. Like I'm so not a talk on the phone person. Like I hate talking on the phone. If you can text it, don't call me. because I'm not gonna answer. I hate talking on the phone. Like that is a thing. But no, like I talked to her on the phone and she talked like she wrote. And it was just like, yeah, like I told her I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested. I don't even want to waste your time.
Mm. So she'll be for somebody. So it's somebody
It
out there
ain't
for
gonna
it.
be me.
Oh Lord. It ain't gonna be me. It's women's her story, but we have to be nice.
And I love women. I just didn't like that woman.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Not all women. We don't people think that where you're a lesbian or you gay, you like all women. It's like that's not it. It's not. I'm not bashing anyone or talking bad about anyone, but it's not. We love you. We love women. Love black women. We love women, but mm, I don't know.
Like this is gonna be interesting next week. I'm going to Vegas because I'm part of a wedding. And we're doing a bachelorette party in Vegas. And this is gonna be interesting because I'm gonna be the only gay woman with a lot of people drinking and stuff. Let's see how this is gonna play out. I'm gonna be high. Cause people,
Y'all
people
gonna
be weird. People be weird.
y'all gonna be partying. Don't matter. Don't end up at Magic Mike. Y'all better hit up some of the residencies.
Listen, they wanted to do this party bus thing and like it hits up all these different strip clubs and she was like, yeah, I know you're gay, so how do you feel about that? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to these clubs with they stuff swinging all in my face. I'm good. I'll meet y'all somewhere after. Like, I'm like, I could have did like maybe one club, but the party bus was going to like 10 clubs. No, I don't want to do that.
We did that. We did that party bus once a year, and it wasn't. It was well. We did. I didn't care. It was. We was. It was me, Jamila, Charlie, Matt, Ken. Yeah, I think it was just. Yeah, it was me, Jamila, Charlie, Matt, and Ken. We got on the party bus, and it took us to strip club, but all of us wasn't dressed in like slacks and click clacks, so some of them wouldn't let us in, some of them did, and we finna go home. It was females. We went to see the females, so they didn't care it was females, and we didn't care it was females. So it was cool. We was on a party bus drunk. That was heck of a long girl. I think did we go for Charlie and them birthday? Because it ain't like Charlie, Matt, and them birthdays right around each other. So I think
Is
we
it
went
like a
for.
day apart?
Mm, I think we went for Charlie and Matt birthday. We was out there for like 5 days. We can't do Vegas for 5 days, dude. Cause that's third, like that fourth day, we was all like, we not, we what we doing today? We just gonna sit. We was downstairs at the casino drinking and eating because we like it's the fourth day, dude. We tired and we don't feel like walking. It was hot. It's September, so it was hot. And we was out there for 5 days. So it was hot, but it was like 100 something, but it was storming, raining on us. So I'm like, we did a hoodie slash shorts on. This is all crazy. It was like 100 some degrees out there, and just storming on us. My hair, I was like, I don't want my hair to get wet. That's when I still have braids. My hair was all. I'm like, okay, nobody's here with me that can braid my hair.
Yeah, we're gonna be gone for 4 days. And it's like this cool, but yeah, I couldn't imagine doing Vegas for like more than that. Like it's after like the third day, I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. I'd rather sit in the room at that point. But then I'm going to Arizona 2 weeks after that for the wedding, and I'm excited. I'm gonna spend a week out there.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Kamari because she is going to go through chemo soon.
Um,
So I'm
Shout
gonna
out
go. I'm gonna go
grateful.
spend. I'm gonna go spend some time with her.
Yeah. Shout out to Kamari for Happy Women's Her Story Month. An honorable mention.
Send up some prayers for her. She going through some things right now.
It's crazy.
It is.
Crazy.
It's important. Like if we're gonna talk about her story month, like it's important to highlight that we need to make sure that we taking care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing our breast exam, we're eating right, we exercising, we're going to our doctor's appointments and doing the things that we need to do, especially we're over 40. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I was sitting back the other day. I said I'll be 41 this year.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to say that, like, like I'm happy to say that I've lived to be 41 years old.
Hmm. Yeah. A lot of people didn't see it. No matter the circumstance, a lot of people didn't. Um, and then just losing people this the last year and a half, last year to this year, we then lost so many younger cousins, and just make you put life into perspective. Happy Friday, happy Fruitful Friday, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Happy Women's Her Story Month. It's Happy International Women's Day. We'll be highlighting women all month. Throwing honorable mentions. We just had mentioned Kamari, say some prayers and send out some love to her if you know her, even if you don't know her. We all need it. We all need love and prayers in these days. So if y'all know anybody that want to come on the show, be on the guest, or if you that want to be on the be a guest on the show, you don't have to own a business or anything, or if you do, that's even better. You come on, talk, tell your story, crack some jokes, sing, or whatever, whatever you got going on, whatever you want to do. But yeah, just celebrating. Felt like it was a perfect time with like all the stuff going on in the media with just women, period, and good stuff, bad stuff, indifferent stuff. Wish we all could just band together. Band
Mhm.
together, like band together for the positive things and support the positive things like we band together and support the negative things. It's always easy to support negative stuff and be into negative stuff than positive stuff. So I guess we can do a couple more things before we get off. Women role models. Any women any women role models that you look up to that you looked up to or yeah, women role models, anybody you looked up to or look up to? Or that don't
My,
look up to or like inspired you, inspiration to you.
that's my mama. Like, like that lady pushing. She be going like she'll be 65 this year. She don't stop moving. She be talking about her
Hmm.
leg hurt, her back hurt, but she be on the go. But she's a hard worker, and she's been a great mom. Like, she's definitely my role model and has been an inspiration. And Maya Angelou too. Like, I love her. Like, like, I love writing poems. I love to write a poem. A lot of times I would sit down and I just start writing out words, and I look and I will read it and realize it's turned into a poem because I just decided to write down some words on a piece of paper. But I love to write. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. And I loved her as a poet.
Should write a poem journal, poem book. Like Jamila had like a couple months, like last year, or year before, she gave me it was a book, and it was writing prompts, so you could like write. They start you off like a subject, give you a subject, and you just like write a short story to it. And that was good because it got you to get your thoughts out, and you could make up your own story. That'd be good, something for you to do, like a poem book or a poem journal with just affirmations or something. That'd be good, especially with the field you going into or that you into. Yeah.
I'm
So you
with
said,
that.
yeah, Maya Angelou, Mama, and who else?
That's what I mentioned.
Um, who else? Yeah, that's what I have. Mama, one of the strongest women I know. Like you said, never stop moving, go beyond, above and beyond for everyone. Um, I don't know. Sometimes putting so much energy into everybody else could be draining,
Hmm.
draining and tiring. Don't see her complain that much. So yeah, love her. The baby of 10. So she always a nurturer, being nurtured, baby of 10. So love her, love her. Strongest woman I know. So Afeni, she was a Panther. I'm always Panther to the heart. I ain't a Panther, but I'm from Oakland. Feedy, she, was a driving force in the Panthers, was on the run for a while, had Tupac in jail, raised Tupac like one of the most influential people of all time. Um, she's an activist, he's an activist, she's a poet, and all that. Angela Davis, another Panther,
Hmm.
changed the game. They both changed the game and they all right. Angela Davis still is um being doing activism. I got a book over here from her somewhere. I don't know. It's over there on a bookcase. Went to jail, stood up to the police. Afeni and Angela stood up to the police. Put their life on the line for black people, not just only black people. People thought it was Patrick was only for black people. It was mainly for black people, but it was for the underserved communities, the urban communities, the black communities, whatever. It started WIC, a nationwide program. The Black Panthers started WIC. They started what else? Thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. But yeah, just free lunch programs in West Oakland and Oakland, marched, and I used to write reports about them in high school just for extra credit. I graduated with a 3.83 GPA, overall GPA. So just write stuff on Black Panthers all the time because we from Oakland, so that was a big part. We marched, we did marches out there, we did protests out there, we did a lot of stuff. Even out here, we came out here and was marching during the Breonna Taylor thing, the Breonna Taylor assassination, the George Floyd assassination. Don't strike me down. Don't strike us. YouTube. So just somebody that using their voice, using themselves, and being on the front line. Mama too. Mama's always. If we ain't got nobody else, Mama is always gonna be there. So guess that's it.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's it for the it. So you got anything else you want to talk about or mention? Anybody else we want to mention?
Nope.
Well, I wrote down a quote before I knew we were going to talk about Maya Angelou. I just do the quote I wrote down because I don't really know which one. It's from Mae Jemison, first Black woman to travel space. Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination, and never limit others because of your own limited imagination. Mae Jemison, first Black woman to travel space. So I see y'all still popping on. Thank y'all. This Happy Women's Her Story Month, and it's also today is Happy International Women's Day. So we felt like we should, since it's three women, three black strong women on this show, to highlight women for the month. So if anybody you know wants to be on here to just talk, tell their story, talk about what's going on in the world, hit us up. I'm Heart and Soul. I'm D Joseph on Facebook. APZ is I am APZ on Instagram, APZ Parker on Facebook, and then Miss Pritzy is Miss Pritzy. She here, she can say her own stuff.
I'm Miss Prissy Joseph on Facebook and Miss underscore Prissy one on Instagram.
Well, also, if you just getting on, um, if you could tell us any fact that you just learned today about Maya Angelou, and you could recite it back, you get $10, 10% off of our Women's Her Story merch. And the sizes is from infants, kids, youth, unisex, and then adult sizes, small to 4X. So have a great night. Love you, sister. Thank you for being on as
Love
usual.
you
It's
too, my
almost
sister.
time. Love y'all. Have a safe night. Drink water. Be safe. Happy Friday. Stay warm. And thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week at 5:30. Love you, sister.
Let me see.
Bye.